What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay. Today we'll be interviewing my buddy Alban. He is a quality assurance technician for a cosmetic company, so stick around and we'll see what he has to say. How's it going, Alban?
It's going pretty great. How's it going with you?
I'm doing all right. So I kind of want to just really jump into this interview. Just to start off with, just kind of tell us a bit about yourself, and we'll kind of continue from there on.
Okay. So I am originally from Barbados. Immigrated here maybe 42 years ago. My career, for the most part, has been in, I would say, logistics. I migrated to cosmetics about 13 years ago.
What is your job today? What is your official title?
My official title is Quality Assurance Technician. So we will take any consumer complaints about products that are defective or any concerns that a consumer may have, and we will investigate that with the current inventory that we have and try to find out the source of the issue.
Okay, how did you end up in this position?
Okay, so when I started, I worked in inventory control, and inventory control works with a lot of different departments. So it was more of a segue into quality. I actually preferred quality because you have more control of what you do, and for me, it actually lets you see all your hard work where it goes.
Okay, so when you say that, what does that specifically mean to you?
For me, it means a consumer had an issue,
Okay,
and we were able to pinpoint exactly how the issue occurred, when it occurred, and how to correct it for any future issues.
Oh wow, so how do you do that?
All right, let's say a consumer says that I have a compact and the shade was supposed to be blue and it's actually red.
Okay.
We can research that all the way back to what we call line clearance. Let's say when it was being produced, you were making the blue shadow first and then you were supposed to migrate over to the other color. You didn't clear all the components off the line, so that led to a whole batch of products having the incorrect color.
Okay, so before you getting into this position, did you kind of know about this, or is this how do you come about this?
With inventory control, we have to be able to identify different issues. So we know everything that we make, it has a specific 10-digit code.
Okay.
It also has a batch code for production and a manufacturer's code. That will allow us to know when it's going to expire, when we can sell it, and not ship it because it's expired.
Understood. Awesome. So that all sounds wonderful. I really want to talk about how your day-to-day looks like.
Okay.
In terms of, I really want to get to, if somebody's looking at your position, what is exactly to expect on, say, the first day of work?
So on day one, for me, I would want to introduce you to the different systems that we use. So we have SAP, which is a warehouse management system, and also purchasing. We also have our own QA systems. For example, when we do audits, which basically is if I have 1,000 pieces and I'm looking for a certain defect, it'll tell me I need to check if I have, say, 2 pallets. I need to check 8 cartons from each pallet, and then say 8 pieces from each of those cartons. So basically it gives you a guideline as to how to do your inspection. We also have PDS, Production Development System.
Okay.
So basically that has the recipe for everything that we make.
Wow.
And from there you should be familiar with, say, Microsoft Office, because you will be using Microsoft Word, Microsoft Access, Excel, PowerPoint, and we have migrated a lot of our files to Microsoft Teams. So beyond that, then you have the physical aspect of the job. Being that we're in a large distribution center, we can have hundreds of pallets of one product.
Right.
So if there's a defect or a consumer complaint, we have a system that you'll basically plug in how many pallets you have, how many pieces per shipper, and it'll tell you how many pieces you need to do a military inspection on. So it is a physical job in that aspect. You also have to be able to pay attention to detail. And from there, we also get requests from our different plants. They will request samples to do whatever, whether it's transit testing, whether it's color testing, whether it's OTC, which is over the counter.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of different tests for quality assurance, and we can't do them all because one, we don't have the space, we don't have the personnel, we don't have the correct equipment.
Okay.
We get email requests. Let's say something needs to go on global hold. We need to inform distribution to immediately stop shipping.
Okay.
And then we inform shipping, this product needs to be recalled. So wherever the product is, depending on where it is, they have to recall it.
Understood. Okay. So tell me 5 things that you do within your day, from start to finish.
So in the morning, the first thing we will do, we'll go through and check the emails that came after we left.
Okay.
And then we'll prioritize those based on the type of request. So once we prioritize our emails based on what came in after we left, so we'll split that work up based on the workload. And so from there, once we kick the stuff out, we can go into the system, and based on what the problem is, for example, if it's a major defect, meaning there's a foreign product in the matter, so immediately that gets blocked.
Okay.
And then from there, whoever is asking for it to be blocked, they'll give us what we call the funnel disposition.
Was there anything else you wanted to add on for your day-to-day?
Well, we do. So we have what we call co-ships, and co-ships, for the most part, is anything that we make, we get 3 samples of it.
Okay.
For the first production. And what we're doing with that is we make sure that it was produced correctly.
So you're essentially taking the demos of whatever product it is, making sure it's good, and then letting them know that, hey, it checks out, you're good to go, correct?
Correct.
Perfect. So kind of moving on, what do you think is the most enjoyable part of your job?
I like the co-ships because we'll get to see the products that are being produced, obviously before anybody else outside of production does.
Okay. What is the hardest question? What is the least enjoyable part of your job?
I would say the inspections, because it's very physical.
So if you could change something, let's just say even about the job or career, whatever it is, what would it be?
So I think that we should have our own dedicated material handler. Then that way, that person is always available to bring us what we need. It'll cut the wait time down significantly.
So next thing I want to talk about, is any shocking stories in your job?
Shocking story. We have found anything from pieces of gloves to fingernails to hair to mold in products.
So what do you think is your greatest accomplishment within the company?
I would say, for me, it's important that somebody can come to me and feel good that they can ask me a question, they'll get the answer they're looking for, and not feel like I'm just blowing you off or I'm not going to help you. In my role, when people come to us, they're looking for help. They're looking for answers. They're looking to see what can we do to help figure out what the problem is.
Okay, that sounds great. All right, so again, Alban, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate all the insight you have provided. Again, if you think of anything else, definitely let us know, and our viewers will definitely be in touch. You can always go in our comment section, definitely answer those for them if you could. Again, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Alrighty. If you are interested in a specific career path or know someone who'd like to be interviewed, please email us at askalutely@gmail.com. That's basically absolutely without the BS.